It's different this time. Well, maybe not so much. And in fact, I don't think so at all because the Iran attack on Israel allegedly started the number one. Okay, basically, we had the big sort of flash crash event, or some are calling it a black swan, if you will. And Bitcoin was down about 7% as the altcoins were getting absolutely crushed. And this is exactly what we anticipated, not the event per se. And thoughts and prayers for everyone involved. Like, I've been to war. There's no winners in war. It's not good. But you can separate what the apex predators are doing with the charts and what's going on. And we said that Bitcoin, while it would come down, the altcoins would come down double. And that's exactly what we're seeing. Like WIF down 36%, Bonk 38%, Cast down 18%, WLD down 31%, Jupiter down, like big, everything is getting crushed. While Bitcoin was down about, I think it was down 12% on the week. Yes, 11.8% on the week. And we had our 61K target on the Patreon. That was definitely hit. That was the first target. And we're going to go over TA, where I think that we're at for Bitcoin, where I think that we could be going, and also what I am doing during this time. So what I have right here is the market cap on Bitcoin. This green line right here is the 2024 eclipse. And this is also the 2017 total eclipse as well. And what we'll see is there was a pretty big crash right after this. So this is generally what I'm going to say. There was a 40% crash in Bitcoin. Now, I don't think it's going to be that violent, but we'll see. This was basically the last real opportunity before the bull run, the real bull run started, and it was right around the halving as well. So taking a look at the charts, and we'll see the same thing. People kept telling me, it's different this time. It's different this time. Here's the halving. It's in like a week, okay? Here was the halving. Same thing. All right, we had the C19 Black Swan event that happened right here, right before the halving, okay? Before the actual bull market started. And what we'll notice is during these summer months, it was boring from the time that the crash happened, we recovered, until the actual bull market started. We're talking 180 days. Now, do I think it's going to take 180 days? No, not necessarily. What I will say is this crash right here is right before the halving. I think it is the same or very similar to the eclipse crash, and or as far as things go, very similar to the C19 Black Swan type event. Now, I think that things can get worse before they get better. However, especially in the altcoins, when we're seeing this huge like bloodbath, this is where the real opportunity lies. Like XRP down 20%. Quant got into $84. I picked some up at $88. So the fundamental projects to me, Link down 25%. The fundamental projects to me, this is the real opportunity. And where I think that things are different, where things certainly were different, is I anticipated us to go into 48K and as high as 55K, business as usual. Now, people said that this was a new all-time high, and I said no, it was not, because if we go on the weekly time frame, the body closes, nobody closes got above the all-time high. It wicked above, yes, but the body closes 5-6 weeks in a row are below the 69K. So that is where things are different. And that to me is where the apex predators are genius, in that retail went in, and now I promise you there's retail investors that are selling the bottom right now. So I do think that this can get worse before it gets better. However, I think that the time is going to be very much not so. So let's take a look. And this is basically what we've been dealing with for the last month. This has been I have it backwards. Oopsies. This has been the resistance at the top, and this has been the support at the bottom. If we break below this, I think that we will easily test. Like, there is no trading in here. When there's no trading, that gets filled out. And my thesis earlier in the year, let's zoom in and let's go on the daily. This was my thesis earlier in the year, okay? That we were working on Wyckoff distribution, and we were going to test into the low or mid to low 35s. I no longer think that. I have moved off of this. This move right in here invalidated my thesis. But you guys, a lot of you guys have seen this. However, this in here looks even cleaner as far as distribution goes than even the last time. Okay, so you have your buying climax, your automatic rally, your secondary test, and your sign of weakness. We're getting the cross, the 8 crossing the 21, and we're hanging out on the 50. If we start closing below this 50, we are certainly minimum. We're going to test the 100 moving average at about 56,000. Now, what I'm going to say about this, I'm not taking this. I'm not going to be waiting for 48K. I'm not going to be waiting for 56K. I have already started to reaccumulate, especially in the altcoins. I'm not getting wrong-footed by this because I know how the apex predators move. However, there is a chance that this is it right here at 61K. The target was hit. There's a chance that we do one of these numbers, just like we did over here. Like literally the same move again. Goes down pretty deep, touches the 100 moving average. By the time we touch it, it'd probably be at 60K, 58K. There's a chance that this is all we do right in here, and then we make our next leg higher. That would be the best case scenario, but there is a chance we get into the 56K and even back testing the 48K. Now, you could call this a crash if you like. To me, this is a normal back test of the prior range and is very, very bullish. Either way, I have started reaccumulating because I know that we are very close. We're very close to the halving. And I know typically about 30 days, 60 days after the halving, we can see over here, that's when things get rocketed rolling. So any crashes between now and then or after the halving are bullish and quite literally could be the last life-changing opportunities that we get. So this right now, to me, is what separates the men from the boys. Okay? Don't get wrong-footed now. I know all your favorite influencers kept telling you it's different this time. It looks like it's not. Because just like over here, right before the halving, we had a Black Swan event, and now we're seemingly getting another one as we are working on distribution. Now, 48K target I think would be beautiful, and that would be a normal bull run. But even 61K, the back test, this could be it. That being said, any more blood that we get in Bitcoin, you are going to see it heavily in the altcoins. Make no mistake about it. Whatever blood we get in Bitcoin, it will double, if not triple, in the altcoins, just like we're seeing. All right? This is what separates the men from the boys. You want to be dollar cost averaging and accumulating on the blood. Buy the blood, fade the FUD. The best buying opportunity on the last cycle, as far as time goes, and the amount that you had to hold it to be in green, was on the craziest world event that ever happened in history. That was C19. That was the best buying opportunity. So when you see these big world events, that is your best buying opportunity. Now, I think that this one isn't going to be, there's a chance that we do like one of these numbers, because like realistically, this looks pretty weak on the daily. And I think at a minimum, we're probably going to test the 100 moving average and even the 200 moving average. that would be a normal back test of the prior range, which happened right in here. Same thing. We're just kind of behind. But the structure, if you take time out of the equation, is the same. So you have your bull run, your bear market, your retrace, and then your back test of the prior range. That is the same thing that we are working on right now, and it is very healthy. Had we have just went straight through here, that to me would have been a much shorter in time and in height bull market. The fact that retail is getting wrong-footed in here, and we're back testing potentially the prior range, that is business as usual. And right now, I know if it's not you, there is people selling and they're done. Don't let that be you. This is the best time to accumulate. You want to buy the bud and fade the FUD. And me personally, the fundamental projects that I'm accumulating, I bought Quant at $88. I bought a little bit of Link. I bought a little bit of Solana. I bought a little bit of XRP. I bought some Solnic, and I bought some Bitcoin. Okay, those are the main fundamental projects that I'm investing in during this pullback, and I have my eye on a lot of them. I have my eye on Kaspa. I have my eye on NXRA. I have my eye on DNX. I have my eye on Optimism, World, Jupiter. There's a lot of coins that I really like, but I'm waiting for certain targets to be hit. Right now, the best value play to me as far as a blue chip goes is probably Quant under $100. But to wrap this up, I think that there's potential that things get worse before they get better. However, I am very bullish on this buying opportunity, and I'm not waiting for 48K target or even lower. We could even get lower, but I'm not waiting for it. I'm starting to accumulate heavy now because I know that we are closer to the halving. We're closer to the bull market. And if this war really gets crazy, guess what that means? That means money printer goes brr. Buy the blood and fade the FUD. Don't be shaken out by fear, because that is how the apex predator moves. If you got in at the wrong time, continue to dollar cost average. If you do so, you will bring your average cost down, making you in the green even sooner. That is going to be the market update for this time. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow me on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter if you want to learn and get my calls. Everything that I do is in the Patreon. Link is in the description. Peace, love, prosperity. God first. God bless.
I'm hustling, hustling,
Out.
hustling, hustling,
Peace, your
hustling,
boy,
hustling,
Ski.
hustling, 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 hustling.